welcome to CEDIA 2025. We have two booths here. We got Just Video Walls and Lunar Walls, and we're having so much fun, guys. Look at this crowd behind me. The show just opened like 10 minutes ago and we're completely swarmed. Like, I can't even get inside of my booth. But it really speaks to what we're doing here as a company, providing solutions for integrators who convey those to you, the end user. Start here with a tour of the Just Video Walls booth and this gigantic 130-inch, 4,500 nit video wall that we're down to 0.9 millimeter pixel pitch. This is a YouTube video we posted at MIT with Victor's house. People are sitting up and close to these video walls, and so that's why we are going down in pitch. But this is just an incredible experience, these outdoor theaters, unlike anything you can do today with any other display technology. So here is our 217-inch massive 8x8 video wall in a 1.2 pitch. Showing on the screen behind me is Black Dove digital art. This digital art piece, guess how much? $100,000 for this thing. And let me tell you, it's absolutely incredible. Like, we have people who sit here and just stare at this art for minutes on end. And we got this wall combined with some awesome tech from Leon. We got a left and right channel here, powered by an LEA amp. These things just hit, man. So we've got some really cool content. We'll show you some video games and some movies. And this is just an absolute dynamic display. It's hard to explain how immersive this really is, sitting here in front of it with video games, with movies. It illustrates, again, just one of the incredible ways that MicroLED changes the game in your house for all these great experiences. But the question is, how do we convey MicroLED when you got multiple things that you want to watch? And so we've built a system over here. Right now we're showing a really cool movie from Kaleidoscape, but what happens if I have a bunch of football games or sports games that I want to watch on this? Well, we have an incredible layering system that allows us to bring in multiple sources at the same time on my video wall. Imagine having 3 or 4 football games on at the same time, maybe a security feed, then you've got your movie in the top left. And this is the problem that nobody's talking about, is how do I control what's going on my wall? At Just Video Walls, we have a solution specifically built for that problem. And this is it. On the wall over here, we have our Just Video Walls remote control for the wall. And this system is pretty slick. So right now I have presets loaded into the left, so we're on multi-5. I can also load up an ambient mode, which has 2 sources and a background art mode, right? So this background can be whatever I want. You've seen our walls before in camouflage mode, right? Where we match the background of the wall that's in front of it. And that's typically something that we like to do when we turn the wall off, right? But we can also have art, like the art we just showed you a second ago, with 2 sources in front of it. And so you've seen on this wall switch over here that I can seamlessly switch between any of those modes. We can go ambient, we can go multi-4, and I can select any one of these sources and put whatever I want on it. And we can add Mad VR to any source and do the great motion processing and nonlinear stretching that I want. What you're seeing now, though, is with this Kaleidoscape, we have a 235 window, and it looks kind of silly up here on the top. So the way that we handle that is we have an aspect ratio switcher built into any of these layers. So instead of 16:9, I can stretch that out to a full 32:9 aspect ratio. And this is really the best way to experience multiple layers in your living environment, in your multimedia room, and nobody's doing what we're doing to bring this solution to you. Another really exciting thing that we're bringing to show you is really tight pixel pitches. This wall here is a CinemaScope format. And what that means is it's a 235 aspect ratio to 1. Actually, this wall technically is a 240. But the pixel pitch is down to 0.7 millimeters. So we're able to get our pixels really tight together, and we're finally refining this technology to where it's ready for you. And all this means is that you can just get closer to the wall, right? So the pixel pitch is defining how close those pixels are together. So if I stand this far away from the wall, they start to disappear. But if I get this close to the wall, now I can probably see some pixels. A 0.7 allows me to be really, really, really close to the wall without seeing pixels. So for those of you who want the absolute best that you can possibly get and get as close as you can possibly get to the wall, the 0.7 might be a solution for you. Inside of our trim, we have built in our fiber conversion option. So what this means is instead of running cat cables, which this wall would require a giant bundle of cat cables at the 0.7 millimeter size, we're able to run fiber. So we can bring a pair of fiber and that converts to 10 cat cables. So each of these cabinets here requires 2 category cables and there's 4 by 3. So you do the math. When we scale this up to a larger size like the 8 by 8 that we showed you a second ago, that's a lot of category cables. What we don't want to do is require the infrastructure of those category cables. Fiber can go a lot longer distances. It's way more bulletproof against interference and things like that. And it also is less expensive. So we want to be able to run fiber whenever we can to the wall and then break that out whenever necessary. Okay, so now we've got one more really fun thing that I want to show you. It's a little bit more of a cyberpunk feel, but we're introducing an experimental trim for our video walls. Here you can see this is an art display, right? So walls don't have to be 217 inches to be used in your home. And it has a Black Dove player, right? And so we're showing some incredible digital art from some really cool artists. So we have individually addressable channels here. We have a rear channel and 2 fronts that we can set to whatever colors we want. We can change the brightness and really just make this experience our own, right? So imagine this kind of setup in a listening room, right? With 2 channel, like we have here. We're showing Lingdorf's really cool tripod speakers with their amp. And so you could sit down, get your album art, for example, on this wall and have that sync to your Spotify or whatever player you use, and really just enjoy the experience in a new way that allows you to have something different when you go into your room that amplifies your experience rather than being a fixed thing that you look at every single time. All right, so just video walls. What we're also introducing is our Lunar Walls brand, which you can see behind me. We got this giant astronaut here, and let me tell you something. The amount of attention that we're getting on this product is just incredible. Like, we're so proud of our integrators who are going all in on MicroLED because they see the opportunity with us to make them successful in it and to really build an experience that's awesome for the end user. The first thing I want to show you here is our Expanse wall. Now this is a 20-foot by 5.5-foot tall video wall. And this represents more of a mass market approach, allowing us to bring the incredible things that we do from the just video wall side as far as quality, as far as process, as far as making sure that this is 100% going to be the best video wall you can get every single time it gets installed. But we're making it more economical because we're enabling distributors to have this product. We're giving this product to people who really can take it and accelerate the scale of it in the market. So this wall that you see right here, even with the great size and the scale and the immersiveness that you have at a 1.2 pitch, is a $100,000 MSRP. That's pretty competitive for this experience. And what you're seeing behind me is we have layering built into this, right? So it depends on which size you have. Right now we're showing this in a 2.0 width, right? So we could have a 1.0, which would be the size of this TV. We have a 2.0, which is the size of these 2 TVs. And we also have a 3.0, which would be adding 1 more TV to this. But just think about this in a bar and nightclub, in a sports bar, or even in your man cave where you want to have just every football feed on the screen at the same time. Dude, your house would be the absolute destination for NFL, for any of those game day scenarios, man. This would be an incredible experience. I'm gonna walk you over to our Ledge product. This product here, we announced last year, but it was in an all-in-one format. And what that means is everything was built into the video wall. So it had a sound bar, it had speakers. What we've decided is the integrators need a product that is a little bit more advanced, that has serviceability, but it also looks great in any environment that you put it in. So what we've done is, instead of having the processing built into the soundbar unserviceable, we've actually created a trim option with a really advanced processor that does a lot of really cool things. So if you look over here, hidden behind this is our TU4K processor. So this is kind of an all-in-one hybrid product, right? And so I can take this processor out and service it, change it, adjust my inputs, but it's all nice and neatly tucked away into the trim of this product. It's a TV alternative, but you're able to pair it with whatever speakers you want, not whatever's included. We have this available in a 136 at a 1.2 starting at $50,000. So this is a very competitive product for you that's gonna give you the micro LED experience you've always wanted. And I got one more thing from Lunar Walls that I really wanna show you. And this is our art product. We're calling the Artifact from Lunar Walls. What's great about this is we've partnered with a couple really cool brands. Number one is Leon speakers. So Leon is doing this incredible frame called the Flex frame. It comes in 4 color options. What we're showing here is the walnut, but we have oak, white, and black also as options. But this is absolutely something that you could use to put in your living space and show it off and be proud about it. We have Black Dove as a partnership here as well. So Black Dove Player comes with it with 5 curated pieces of art included with the Artifact. There's 2 sizes. You can see this is the 2x3. And then we have the Artifact Max, which is just a little bit taller. This is showing a different piece of content. All right, so we got Lunar Walls here to give you the experience at a price point which is competitive, but with the company that you trust and you rely upon for the best possible quality and the best possible experience. And then we got Just Video Walls for everything crazy. Yep. Whatever you're looking for from the video wall and micro LED standpoint, we have the solution for you. So if you're interested in an experience like this or working with Just Video Walls as an integrator, you got to find us online at justvideowalls.com. All right, so Rocky, I'm interrupting you here because we're obviously enjoying the system that we have, but I wanted to chat with you since we did the video together and just kind of get your feedback sense about how the experience has been at the Tri-Face showroom and what the takeaway is with the video wall.
I mean, we talked about it when you were there. It's like a total destination piece, right? It's a reason for people to come into Tri-Face.
Yeah.
And everybody that comes in, obviously, it's something that they are drawn to, have interest in. What is this?
Right.
Big question, how much does this cost? Because a lot. But everybody's blown away by it, right?
Yeah.
Nobody's seen like a theater size shaped screen that's that bright, that kind of perfect picture, right?
Right.
It looks fantastic. So yeah, the response has been awesome. We've got a big event coming up in 2 weeks. We've got like a client appreciation night.
Okay.
So we're trying to highlight some changes to the showroom, things our existing clients might not have seen before, and that's going to be a highlight piece, right?
We're speccing these in like 1 in every 3 houses right now, so.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. People come to the showroom, all the people that really love it, man, it's just like done deal.
Yeah.
I don't think of it as a TV anymore. I think of it as how can you just make the space super cool, like between art, camouflaging it, doing like, we're doing one right now, we're gonna have a 156-inch football game in the middle, and then 4 75-inch TVs on the side.
Oh my goodness.
So I mean the clients.
So it's not even like a 32:9, right? It's a totally different aspect ratio. Wow.
Yeah.
A few years ago, it was like, oh, that's too expensive. Now it's practical. You can buy a very large video wall for not a lot of money. We've got a big multi-use space kind of market.
Yeah.
We're seeing less media rooms and more of these gathering areas, maybe a golf simulator, bar, game room, whatever you want to call it. They just open these big areas up. That's where these are going to land and hit home in Houston for sure.
Nice.
I took a picture yesterday and sent one to one of my clients.
Nice.
And we've got another project that'll probably kick off late next year, but they're going to have a video wall.
That's awesome, man.
So,
dude, I can't wait for it to happen. And you guys are right down the street from
I know.
me, so
yeah, you're going to love it.
Down in there, and we'll show it off with
That'd
you.
be awesome.
Awesome. Cool. Thanks, Adam.
Thanks, brother.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah. Thanks.